Welcome to today's Yoga for Flexibility. We're going to be focusing on the upper bodies, a little bit in the neck and upper back, shoulder area. Don't need any props today. We're just going to do a quick Shavasana. I know some of you have been started here and have been here for a while. But for those who just joined, we're going to get our relaxation on. Just a few breaths. Just letting your body come to stillness. As we focus on slow, deep inhales and exhales. Good. On your next inhale, just gently pull both knees into your chest. Let's do a little rocking side to side. That nice little massage out in the lower back. Maybe drawing some circles one way. And then the other. So we're going to be pretty gentle today for quite a bit of the class. So just focus on breathing and going as deep as you can. Let's come to stillness. I'm going to take a nice big inhale, lift my head, tuck into my knees. I'm going to keep that chin there. I'm just going to grab my shins. I'm just going to start rocking and rolling here on my back. Make sure I'm not rolling out on the neck. Give me one or two more. We're going to come to a nice seated position when you're ready. So we're sitting nice and tall. Give me a nice big inhale, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, roll them down and back. Make sure we're sitting up, tailbone to crown of the head, nice and long here. Hands are on our knees. Nice big inhale here. As we exhale, I'm going to come into a nice little cat position seated. So I'm tucking my chin, laying the back round, but I'm holding onto my legs, so I'm using the arms to actively stretch the upper back. And as I inhale, I'm going to push my chest forward, pinch the shoulder blades together just a little bit as I hinge forward. Seated cow. Exhaling, going at your own pace here. Making this nice and slow. We're gently stretching here in the beginning, but letting your breath guide you. Let's do one more of each. We're finished with that last cow. We're going to come back up to a nice seated position. I'll just do a breath here so everybody can catch up. And then I'm going to interlace the fingers behind me. Pinch the shoulder blades together and pull the hands down. If you want to go deeper, try pulling your palms together as well. Sitting up nice and tall here. Lifting the chest. Giving me a nice big inhale here. And as I exhale, give me a little dive forward with the head. Lift the hands up off the lower back. Okay, if you can't come to the ground, just go as far as you can. And if you want to do some slow side to side, pulling with the hands, making sure the shoulder blades are pulled down. Just stretching out the upper back and shoulders. Moving gently and avoiding pain. One more each side. And when you're ready, come back to center. Inhaling, coming up. I'm going to grab my right wrist with my left hand. Okay, I'm just going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to pull that right wrist over to my left waist. If you're a little low, that's okay. I'm sitting nice and tall. I'm going to let the left ear drop to the left shoulder. So I'm pulling this arm over, letting the ear go over. So I really get a nice stretch on that right side neck. The rest of my spine is still nice and long. Maybe lift the chin just a little bit more. Maybe bring your gaze up just to the sky, a little bit on an angle there, deepening the stretch. Find that nice slow breath pace. One more breath here. Release the neck back to center, releasing the arms behind you. This time the right hand's grabbing the left wrist. As I pull the left wrist over to the right waist. Making sure you're not shrugging that right shoulder. As this time I drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Good. Again, you can lift up with the chin or maybe look up towards the sky, helping deepen the stretch here, just on that side of the neck. Enjoying a little deep stretch here. That's it. Give me one more big breath here. Good. Release the neck, release the hands. We're going to come into a kneeling position. You can always fold your mat over if you need to, but a nice wide position. We're going to go into child's in a second. Bring them nice and wide. Bring the toes together. Just sitting up here. And if you have to, you can lean a little forward. You're not putting as much pressure on those ankles if that's an issue, or even if it's a problem for the knees. Just sitting up nice and tall here, pointing the toes. If you want to put a little more pressure, you can lean back to really stretch out those feet. You've got flexible ankles, you may not feel this as much. If you're not used to kneeling, this may be a little challenging. Just one more breath here, guys. Stay with me if you can, but remember, we don't want any pain. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, but keep the gaze up. As we exhale, fall forward with our hands, walking them forward. As we look forward, we bring our chin to the mat instead of our forehead, just for a few breaths. Pressing into the hands, you press into the hips, arms are nice and strong. You can bring your forehead to the mat, letting your upper body just rest just for a second. Breathing deep into the back body here, letting it expand as you inhale. Melting a little deeper on the exhales. One more big breath here. And as you inhale, just lift the forehead off the mat a little bit. And we're just going to walk our hands towards the right side here. As I reach the left arm up and over, the right arm still reaching. And if you can bring the forehead to the mat or just let it hang. You're focusing on stretching through the side body under the armpit in the shoulder complex. Sending some breath there, melting as we exhale. Still letting the hips sink down. Maybe just one more breath. When you're ready, as you inhale, lift your forehead, walk the hands back through center. And we'll walk the hands over to the left. This time the right arm's the one doing all the reaching. Left arm's still reaching a little, but we're getting stretched down that right side body under the armpit, through the ribs. Maybe even all the way to that hip bone. Just give me one more big breath here, guys. Keeping it nice and slow, nice and gentle. As you inhale, walking the hands back through center. We're going to come up into a nice tabletop. So walk your knees just a little closer. You can keep the mat folded under your knees for a little protection here. Just the last little thing here on our knees. Make sure my left hand's nice and still. I'm going to inhale, sweep the right arm up and over just for a second. And as I exhale, I'm going to sweep that right hand underneath. Give yourself a little hug. Grab that shoulder blade and let yourself dip down. So let the right shoulder dip down here. I'm holding onto my shoulder blades. This should be a nice little stretch on the right side more as you hug yourself. Good. Then I'm going to release the right hand, palm up, down, just where it lands. I'm going to really twist, 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 reaching that hand away as I drop the right ear to the mat. I'm looking to the left. You can move that left hand wherever feels comfortable. You can even reach the left toes out. That feels good. don't have to. You can keep the knees both on the ground. Pressing into that shoulder. Feeling the stretch in the upper back. I love this stretch so much. Keep reaching with that right hand. Melting into that right shoulder. One more big breath. Good. If you got your left leg out, bring it back in. Using that left hand, we're going to press back up. Bring your hands back under the shoulders just for a full big inhale. And exhale, tightening that core, finding length in your spine. This time as we inhale, we're going to sweep the left arm up just for that inhale. Twisting. As we exhale, sweeping the left hand under the right armpit, grabbing the right shoulder. Staying strong in the right hand and shoulder as you dip the left shoulder down, looking towards the right side of the room. A nice little hug here. Just letting gravity take over on the left side. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to release your hand, palm up, right where it lands. And I'm going to drop the left ear to the mat as I reach the left hand farther and farther away towards the right side. Pressing into that left shoulder. This time the right foot can come out if you want to go a little deeper. You don't have to. That's it. Breathing here. This nice shoulder upper back stretch. You can also press into that right hand for a little deeper of a twist. One more big breath here. Good. When you're ready, let's press ourselves back up into that tabletop position. Finding a nice long core. We're going to long spine, tight core, curling the toes under. Give me a nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, lift the hips into a nice downward dog. As always, let's walk out that dog. But move slow, move gentle. Pressing one heel down as I lift the other up. Making sure when you lift that heel, you're pressing into the toes, so you're stretching out underneath the foot. And as you pull that heel down, you're stretching in the calf, kind of a double little stretch here. Good. Give me one or two more, but then find your nice downward dog. Pressing through all toes, all fingertips. Nice and strong as we lift the hips and pull the heels down. Just one more breath here. We're going to do a modified flow. So everybody come with me as we inhale to plank, drop to your knees. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, just lift the chin, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhaling down. Inhale, pressing through tabletop, curl those toes. Exhale, downward dog. Remember, that's always an option here for your flows, or you can always hold a down dog or a child's pose. All right, let's do a little shoulder strength here. So we're gonna do a few downward dog push-ups. I mean 3. So all you're gonna do is let the elbows splay out to the side and dip down just a little bit. Just go as far as you're comfortable. Don't push your balance because you don't want to fall on your head. So come with me. Give me a nice inhale down. Exhale up. Good. Inhale down. Exhale up. One more, guys. Good. That was our strength challenge for the day. This time as you inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. And plant the foot between the hands. Just focus on scissoring out in the hips just for a breath. I'm going to drop the back heel 45 degrees as I inhale, opening up. Warrior one. Relax the shoulders. Hips face forward. Bring your gaze up front, spreading the fingers wide. Find depth in that front leg. Pushing the hips forward and down. Let's humble our warrior. So let's clasp the hands behind, pulling the shoulder blades down and back. Give me a nice big inhale here. As you exhale, bow in front of your right leg without supporting your weight on the leg, and then lift the hands up off the lower back here in our humble warrior. This is a nice time to find some lunge and lengthen that front right leg. If you find your tush hanging up to the right side, just tuck it back in so the hips stay in line. Again, you can pull the palms together to deepen that shoulder stretch. Focusing on the arms here. One more big breath. As you inhale, let's come back up, warrior one. Hands come up. Exhale, lunge. Good, lifting the back heel. Lift it nice and high. Nice big inhale. So we exhale, twist open towards the right leg. The arms come up, palms face the right, nice T position. Looking as far as you can without pain. Finding that lunge. Inhaling back, warrior one arms. Bending to the right knee, let's step the left foot forward. Bring the palms down together, exhaling through heart center. And release. Finding our Tadasana, our mountain pose. I'm gonna bring my big toes together. My feet, my heels are just a little bit apart. I'm gonna close my eyes here. Palms face forward, shoulders are down and back. Find some breath. Try and find some stillness. If you find you're swaying, it's okay, just means you do rely on your balance, your sight for your balance. But try squeezing your quads, or maybe your core. Just putting in extra pressure in those toes. Try and find as much stillness as you can. One more big breath here. Open our eyes as we inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, folding over. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back, hands to shin. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhaling it back to plank. Optional flow or downward dog. Here we go. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling, pressing up, dog or cobra. Exhaling into that downward dog. 2 breaths here. 2 slow breaths. Remember, we're moving nice and gentle today. One more big breath. Lift those hips up. Good. This time lift the left leg, inhaling it up. And planting between the hands. Just start with that nice lunge position. Sink the hips down, lengthen the spine. Drop the back heel 45 degrees as I inhale, coming up warrior one on the left side. Gaze comes forward. Hips are squared off with the shoulders at the front. Pressing through the outer edge of that right foot. Keep lunging. Push those hips forward. Let's humble our warrior. Palms come behind, clasping together, pulling the shoulder blades down and back as we inhale. Exhale, folding forward in front of that left leg. Lift the hands up. Making sure if you're sticking it out, pull those hips in. The shoulders should be quite close to the left leg without actually resting on it. Nice fold in front of the leg. Again, focusing on those shoulders, pulling the hands up and over. Finding that nice length in the shoulders without shrugging them. Good. Engaging that core. Let's inhale, come all the way back up, warrior one. Exhale, sink deeper. Let's lift the right heel, come into a lunge position here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, opening up towards the left this time. Palms face the left, arms are in a nice T, twisting through that torso. Lunging a little deeper. Good. Inhale, arms back to warrior one, arms. Bending in that right knee, step it forward. Exhaling into a nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. This time as we inhale, sweep the arms up into Uttanasana, chair pose. Tucking the hips under, core tight, palms face each other. Sink a little deeper. Just one more breath here. I'm going to stand all the way up, palms come shoulder height facing down, lifting the heels up. Go into awkward pose. You can stay here. Or as you exhale, you can start to bend the knees, pressing them forward as you slide down. Imagine your back's on a wall, sliding all the way down, slow and gentle. Okay, if your ankles are a little wobbly, mine are too. It'll be a little easier at the bottom. Just one more breath here. Let's slowly come to rise. Here we go. And core, quad, ankle strength. Good. Release the hands, release the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back as we inhale to plank. Optional flow here. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, coming down. Pressing yourself back into that nice downward dog. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg up, reach the sky. Did I say left leg? I meant right. Reach, reach, reach. Then you're gonna bend the knee, open up the hip, just lift it for tail of the dog. Stretching out the inner thighs, knee points up. We're gonna do our tails of the dog back to back and then get a water break. Maybe look under that right armpit. Good, let's bring that right foot back down. Find your nice dog. As we inhale, lift the left leg up, open up the hips. Bending that left knee, trying to kick the right glute as we reach the knee to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. One more big breath here. Good. Bringing the left foot back down. Let's drop to our heels. Grab a quick drink. Do one more standing sequence. When you're ready, we'll just meet back in our downward facing dog. When you're ready, step the right foot through between your hands, finding that lunge, lengthen out. And then let's pivot the back foot 9 degrees, opening up warrior 2. Hands spread wide. Lunging right into this front right leg as much as you can. Let's go into a nice side angle here. So right arm to right thigh, lifting the left arm up and over, just reaching, bring that gaze up. And that's okay. This time I want you to let the shoulder pull out of the socket. If you get a deeper stretch. Knowing that this is not normal, we're just doing this for this extra little stretch today. Good. Inhaling back, warrior 2. Just for breath. Good, I'm going to straighten the front leg, flipping it so they're both facing the left. I'm going to bring the arms up as I inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to sweep the arms underneath. The right arm comes underneath the left, crossing at the elbows. We're doing eagle arms. You're going to wrap your hands around, or if you can't, you can go grab opposite shoulder, but the right arm's underneath. Let's pull those shoulders up, shoulder height. You can always pull your heels in just a little bit if you'd like here. So we inhale, lifting the hands and elbows up, sticking the chest out. As we exhale, rounding the back, tucking the hips to bring the elbows towards them. Good, inhaling, coming up, sticking the chest out, sending the butt back. Exhale, pulling down, crunching. Remember, the arms are pulling away and up all the time. This is a nice upper body stretch, moving here at your own breath pace. Last little breath here, in, up, and out. Back to shoulder height. And crossing the arms, releasing them. We're going to ninja towards the left leg. So I'm going to start to laterally lunge here. Bring my hands to the ground. As I lift the left heel, I'm going to lift the right toes. So they point up to the sky. And my knee points to the sky, and the inside is on the ground. So we're going to do a little twist here. So I'm going to bring my right hand to the ground. As I inhale, sweep the left arm up and over. Trying to create that T. Don't worry, I'm not there. But look towards those left fingers, keeping that left shoulder blade pulled down. Just one more big breath here. I'm going to drop my left hand. I'm going to walk my hands to the center as I drop both parts of my feet, coming into a nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, soften the knees, hands to hips. Exhale, coming all the way up. I'm going to turn my toes, right toes to face the front as I lunge back into my warrior two, just for a breath. And I'm going to windmill my hands, framing that right foot, step it back, down dog. Last full flow here, guys. Optional. Here we go as we inhale to plank. Exhaling, chaturanga, modifier halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, down dog. 2 breaths. I'm just gonna turn to face you guys. Good, so just step the left foot through forward. Find that nice lunge, sink the hips down, lengthen the spine. And then let's pivot the back foot 90 degrees as we inhale, opening up, warrior two. Finding some length here, lifting that back right arm. Sinking down so you feel a nice stretch in that inner right thigh. Breathing nice, slow, deep breaths here. This time, let's do a side angle on this side. Left arm to left thigh, reaching the right arm up and over. Again, this time, shoulder can come out of the socket because I want you to exaggerate this lifting and stretching through that side body. Bringing that gaze up to the fingers, maintaining that lunge. Good. One more big breath here. Inhaling back to warrior two. Just for a breath. Straightening the left legs, pointing the toes towards the right. Inhale the arms up overhead, relax the shoulders. Exhaling, left arm underneath the right, crossing at the elbow into eagle arms. We're grabbing opposite shoulder. We've got 4 little crunchies. Let's start by inhaling up, lifting the elbows, pulling the shoulders out. Exhaling, tucking the hips, pulling the elbows towards the pelvis. Inhaling, lifting up, stick that chest forward, butt back. Good, going at your own pace here. The last 2. Keeping the knees nice and soft, fluidly. Last one pulling your arms back to shoulder height. Uncrossing, untwisting, and release. We're going to ninja towards the right side. Nice big inhale here. And as I exhale, I'm going to start lunging towards that right leg. Bring the hands down. I'm going to lift the right heel and the left toes. So my toes and knees on the left side are pointing up. Nice big inner thigh stretch here. Keeping the spine long. I'm going to put my left hand down on the ground for balance in the center. So inhale, sweeping the right arm up and over, twisting towards that right side. Relaxing that shoulder, palm faces away. Thinking a little deeper in the hips if you want to stretch that inner and hamstring on the left leg. Good. Bring the right hand out. I'm going to walk my hands through center, dropping the right heel, dropping the left toes for a nice forward fold here. Give me a nice big inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, fold back down. We're going to soften the knees, tuck the chin, and we're going to round up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slowly letting the neck and head come last. Slow, slow, slow. Coming to a nice tall standing position. You're going to pivot the left toes to face the front of the room, lunging deep just for a breath. One by my hands down, framing that left foot, lift the right heel, stepping the left foot back, downward dog. Last downward dog here, we're almost done. One more big breath here. Good. We're going to drop to our knees. We're going into a nice balasana, a regular child's pose. Bringing the feet and ankles together. We're going to exhale, sink the hips to the feet, bring the forward to the ground, and you're going to bring your arms by the sides of your legs, palms up. Letting the shoulders just falls to either side. This should be a nice stretch for the lower and upper back. Making sure we're breathing into that back body. We're feeling the expanding of our lungs still, so we can still get a deep breath. We did a much slower practice today, which can sometimes be harder. A lot of times we want to move quick, get it done and over with. Sometimes we need this little recharge. Two more big, slow, deep breaths here. Last one. Bring my hands under my shoulder height. As I inhale, just come to a nice kneeling position. Doesn't matter which side, but I'm going to lean towards my right, bringing my legs forward so I can come to a nice lying down position, but keep your feet on the mat. We're going to do a spinal twist before we finish. You can have your eyes closed here. Just take another breath or two here as we wait for everybody to join us. I'm going to lift my hips up just a few inches. I'm going to move them about 2 inches towards the right. Okay. I'm going to cross the left ankle over the right, just like I'm sitting at my desk. Nice big inhale here. And as I exhale, I'm going to let the knees drop towards the left side. And look towards the right. Just a nice little spinal twist here, right from the lower back. You want to go a little deeper, you can bring that right arm and left arm into a nice cactus. Just a gentle stretch in the pec, but you don't have to. If this is too much, you can always uncross the legs, but that left leg on top really does help deepen that stretch. One more big breath here. Good. Inhale, bringing everything back through center, uncross the leg, bring the hips back to center, giving them a little shake out. This time we're going to lift the hips up and over 2 inches towards the left. Keep your arms here or by the side. I'm going to cross the right ankle so my knees kind of cinch up. As I exhale, I'm going to let the knees fall towards the right this time, looking towards the left. Make this nice spinal twist. Relaxing deeper into the stretch again. If you feel any pain, just lift your legs out a little bit. You don't want to feel any stress anywhere, especially in that lower back. Enjoying this nice little relaxation. Just one more big, slow, deep breath here. Inhale, bringing the legs back up, uncrossing them, lifting the hips back to center, but bringing the feet mat width apart. We're just going to windshield wiper them side to side. That's it. When you're done with your windshield wipers, just letting your legs go out nice and long. I'm going to clasp my hands, reaching the palms up overhead. Make sure you're not going to hit anything. Pulling the shoulders out of the socket. Reach, reach, reach. And let the shoulders just relax here. A little opening, just for a breath. And one arm at a time, you're going to bring down towards you, palms facing up. I'm going to lift my upper back up so I can kind of walk my shoulder blades under, pinching them together so my heart is opening to the sky. You're in my Shavasana today. We've got a few minutes left here. So breathe deep, enjoy. Hopefully a little calm, a little serenity. Hopefully your upper body, upper back. It's feeling nice and relaxed, nice and stretched. Trying to bring your mind within the body, focusing on how it's feeling. Maybe you can feel your pulse through your body or your heart beating. Maybe you're focusing on the inhales and exhales, the gentle rise and fall of our thoracic cavity. Taking the time here to just utilize the stillness, physical and mental, hopefully. Taking note how wonderful this feels. Or maybe it doesn't feel wonderful. You can take note of that too. You can finish up and stay here in Shavasana as long as you like, but if you'd like to come with me, I'm going to finish my practice on my knees. So if you'd like to inhale, lifting the right arm up overhead, I'm going to roll onto the right side body, cradling the ear with the biceps, bending the knees. Just pressing the left palm into the mat just for a second. Then when you're ready, you can push yourself up to any comfortable seated position. I choose my knees, as long as you can keep the spine nice and long. You can either keep your eyes closed or downcasted, and everybody's going to bring their hands to prayer position. Thanking our bodies for finding some calm. Thanking our bodies for moving slowly, gently, and our breath for always guiding us through our practice, moving from asana to asana. And as always, thanking you and your fellow yogis for sharing in this practice and your energies with me and everyone else. From the light of me to lighting you, namaste. So remember, guys, move slowly, get some more water. I hope you have a great